In this video, I will be doing a value lookup with the help of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I have prepared a Google Sheet which has 4 fields. It has first name, last name, city, and email address. Now, just in case if you want to find and search any specific row with any specific data, you can basically do it with Pabbly Connect. I will be showing you how you can do that. I have opened Pabbly Connect right here. Pabbly Connect is again a integration software that helps you to integrate multiple applications together, and it also helps you to send data from one application to another application without the need of doing any manual coding at your end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a trigger application, and this trigger will be something which will actually trigger the workflow on every day at 7 a.m. Okay, so this is the trigger. This will actually trigger the entire workflow every day at 7 a.m. Okay, this is just a trigger, sample trigger that I'm using. You can basically use any other trigger application as well, and there are list of hundreds of applications that you can use as triggers. So depending upon your use case, you can use different trigger application to trigger and start this workflow. In the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on plus button right here, and I'm just going to do a value lookup inside my Google Sheet. Okay, so the very first thing that you have to do is you have to search for Google Sheets right here, and inside the choose method, use lookup spreadsheet rows action right here. So I'm just going to choose the lookup spreadsheet rows, and then you just connect your account. Since I have already connected one of my account, I'm just going to select the pre-connected account, and I'm just going to save it. As soon as I do that, you will see the action automatically picked the spreadsheet from my account. My account has a lot of spreadsheet in it. The most recent one is automatically picked up. If you want to search, you can still search and pick the spreadsheet that you want. In this specific case, dummy emails demo is the sheet that we want to search. The sheet is sheet 1, and this is the sheet 1 in which we want to make a search. And this is the lookup column. Now you can also define multiple lookup columns, but in this specific case, I want to search for unique emails. So I'm just going to search in D column because I want to figure out the unique emails, and I want to look up for a unique emails in this specific case. So I will just write D column right here, and then the lookup value. The lookup value can be anything. I'm just going to pick this email address which says magnetmarketing251+3@gmail.com. So this is the lookup value that I really want to look up. And if you want to have headers, which is this column, included in the result, you can actually choose include headers as true. Otherwise, you can also choose include headers as false. This is the response type. It is simple response, or you can choose to have your response returned in advanced format. I will be showing you this response is very, very important in the coming demo. So I'm just going to use simple response for now, and I'm just going to save and send a test request. As soon as I do that, you will realize that it automatically picked all the data right here. You can see it gave us the row value, and it gave us the name, which is email. So email is the header name, the column name, and you can see magnetmarketing251+3@gmail.com. Then we also got the first name, which was Vinny in this specific case. It also gave us the last name, which is Goyal in this specific case. It also gave us the city name, San Francisco, which was again the value that we wanted. And lastly, we also got the row index, which is 4. So if you see this row index, this is very helpful to identify which specific row has a specific data. So you can see it gave us that 4th row is the one in which you have all your data. And if you really want, you can do some step in the next step. And if you want, you can add this specific searched row inside another Google Sheet. You can send this searched row inside your Gmail. You can send an email using this data, and you can do lots and lots of things using this lookup value. Once the value is looked up, you can do any action that you really want, and there are like hundreds of actions which are available right here, which you can choose from, and you can do lots of things using these actions. Another thing that is very, very important here is another thing that I really want to show you is last name. And if you see the last name right here, you will see that there are two common names right here. So the last name is Agrawal right here, and then the last name in this specific case is Agrawal also right here. So just in case, I'll just copy this and I will send a test request again. So I will just say that I want to look up a value of Agrawal, and I will say that I want to search in B column. Okay. And because there are multiple rows which has the very same data, if I send a save, if I save and send a test request, you will find that it will give us both the rows one by one. So you can see we got email, which is magnetmarketing251+1@gmail.com. We got the first name, we got the city name, we got the last name, and then we got the row index. And on the second end, we also got another email, another first name, another city, another last name, and another row index. Okay. Now, even though we are getting this data because there are multiple rows, one of the challenges that you will really encounter is that the number of rows can be dynamic, because you never really know before the search has been made whether there will be one column of data, whether there will be multiple data. So even you don't know whether there will be 1, 2 or 5 set of datas. Okay. So if you get multiple set of datas, it will become very, very hard to map this value, because let's say if you map this value, another lookup can't have this value. Okay. There is a chance that another lookup might not have this one index right here and might not have this second set of data. So just in case if you want to map these kind of data where the row values are dynamic and the lookup can actually give you dynamic data, you can actually switch to advanced response right here. Okay. So currently it is simple response, but now you can switch to advanced response, and now you can again do a save and send test request here. Now what it will do is advanced request will actually give you an entire array pair. It will return you a key value pair which can be mappable. Okay, let me show you how. So you can see if you really copy this up, in fact, don't copy it, but if you see, it gives you row value, and inside it has email, first name, last name. And if you see, it actually finished up right here. Okay. And then the second row value is started right here. So this is the first row value. This is another row value, and it has your data. Okay. So what it actually gave you is it returned everything in a single value pair, key value pair. It returned all the data in the result key value pair. Now, because the reason I want to do this in such a way is just because there might be a chance that if you do a lookup, there might be 3 key value pairs. Okay. So in this specific case, row value will be repeated 3 times in the single result key. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on plus, because we really want to simplify this and we really want to map this inside our next step. Okay. So what you can essentially do is you can use iterator module right here. Okay. Iterator module can be run on result array. So it automatically showed you the name of the array as result. So iterator module is being run on result array. And if you save and send a test request, what it will do is it will pick only the first value from this specific data set. Okay. Now, even though it is showing you the first value, and you can specify all the next action steps as well. So for example, if you want to send this data across to Google Sheet, you can again select Google Sheet and insert this specific data to Google Sheet. But what iterator does is it will keep on looping through the very same key value pair one by one. So in first instance, it will loop through the entire row value once, and it will pick the first row value. In the second loop, it will again go through the very same result key, and it will pick the second row value, and it will again send that data across to Google Sheet. The reason we want to go this way is just because let's say your lookup gives you multiple dynamic rows, which you really don't know whether it will be 1 row or 2 row or 3 row or 5 row or 10 row. It will become hard for you to map the specific data. But if you go with advanced response and if you use iterator, it will basically iterate and loop through the entire segment one by one, and it will send the data across to Google Sheet or wherever you want. Okay, I believe you might have understood this whole concept. And again, you can do a lookup in any specific columns that you want. If your values are unique, it is very simple. You just specify the lookup column like D, and then you specify the lookup value, and then you will get the data. If you have a specific value repeated multiple times, I will highly recommend you to use advanced response, and then under the result array, use iterator module to segregate the value one by one, and then whatever action you want to perform, you can perform here, and it will loop through the very same values one by one again, and it will insert the whole data inside your Google Sheet or wherever you want. I hope you might have understood the whole concept of lookup spreadsheet rows. Just in case if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.